talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh, I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk. I'm gonna address something before I get into the meat and potatoes of this. People need to adapt to the fact that change is coming. And here is why. Across the nation, they have put out a specific memo to stations across the nation that they are going to start phasing out the LLVs. Now, there are some stations that don't have LLVs and they have FFVs, but there's a specific number that they're going to be phasing out. Every district has a different number because they are going to be implementing these electric vehicles. It's just a simple matter of adaptation. So before you guys complain about it, it is what it is. The people that had Jeeps, when the LLVs came in, it just took some time to adapt to the change. That's all you got to do is adapt to the change. Some people resist change, but it is eventually going to happen. That is happening. And what are they going to do with those LLVs? They are scrapping them. I see it at my place, and a couple of my people in different parts of the country have that are at the VMF or seen them at the VMF. They're just tearing them up. They're not worth fixing anymore, so they're going to get scrapped. And some of those funky NGDV vehicles are being loaded on the trucks and being transported. There's some in California right now. There are a few, I think there's 2 that are in Atlanta, but they're starting to slowly roll out. So that's happening. You know, I'm just giving the information. Don't get mad at me. Let's talk about some money, things that I don't like to talk about, but I like to share things when I learn things, okay? And this might be a little helpful for you, and maybe it's not. Again, this is not advice. Please don't take it as advice. This is some things that I try myself and some things other people have taught me or talked to me about. When it comes down to your TSP, a few people have asked me whether or not to do a Roth or do the traditional. Now, I don't give advice. Again, that is a matter of choice and preference. What is the difference? Roth is after taxes. So basically you're paying your taxes now. And then later on, when you take the money out, you don't have to pay taxes on it. And traditional, you put it in there. And then when you take the money out, you have to pay taxes on it. So please, I want you to think about this long term. Today, if you feel like taxes are high and you're retiring 20 years from now, do you feel like the taxes or the tax rate, whatever area you're in, is going to be lower than what it is today? Because if you feel like it's going to be lower than what it is today, then do traditional. But if you feel like the tax rate is going to be higher later on down the line, nobody knows this, you do Roth. That way you pay at a lower tax rate, and when you take the money out later, it's not like you lost it. I hope I didn't lose you when I explained that. Again, I don't like to talk about money. I don't like to talk about the TSPs and all this other stuff, but that's just for some clarity for those that don't know. And a lot of people that watch me are younger, so please, anybody else saying, well, this man, I know this already. A lot of people don't know. So again, I can only translate information the best way I understand it, which isn't always the best way. Please don't say, well, you didn't explain it right. And if anybody can explain it better, please do so in the comment section. Help your family out, the postal brothers and sisters. Again, traditional, you're putting your money in. Now, it will be taxed later when you take it out. If you do Roth, you put your money in, it is pre-tax. I mean, they're taking all the taxes out now. But if the taxes are, double than what they are now, then you win. You taking your money out, you came out on top. That's the way I look at it. Other people can probably explain it a little bit different, but that's the basics. Here's something that I want to take credit for, and I was going to make up a story, but I can't really lie to my family because y'all will tell when I'm lying because my eye twitches. The lady that does those t-shirts, Miss Tina, she was talking to me today about bank accounts. She educated Jay about bank accounts. She got a little chunk of change, and she said her brother spoke to her and said, where to put the money, and asked her if she had an American Express card. She said, well, yeah. He said, put your money in an American Express high yield savings account. Now, before you guys turn it off, I'm going to leave in the pinned comment the actual site for you. Understand, I don't make no money from this. She sent this to me. I'm just going to pin it for you. Read it for yourself. You do not need to be an American Express card holder. It's a high yield interest account. Okay, savings account. Meaning you put money in. I think the rate is 4.25%. For those that don't understand that, and a lot of people don't, I'm not making fun of you. All I'm going to ask you to do is Google that information so you could understand what a high yield or high interest yield savings account is, which is better than your traditional bank accounts, the ones that you have right now, because you barely get a percentage on it. So again, she put some money in, and then I think every month she's making $60 off the money that she put in there, which some of you, if you put $1,000 in there, it'd take you years just to make $60. This is totally different. So do your research. I do not, under any circumstances, promote them. American Express, I think I owe them some money. I don't think they'll ever approve me. But for a high yield savings account, I am going to do this. Me, Jay, I am going to put my little $3.12 that I got saved up to put in there. But again, when somebody transfers information to me, I read it. I looked it up. I looked it up again. I looked it up again and again on different sites just to get information. And if I don't think it's good, I don't talk about it. I believe this is good for people that are starting out. If you don't got a ton of money, and the best part is if you deposit some money into your account, you can have direct deposit there. And the fact that you can say I have an American Express puts you on a different level, cousin. A lot of people do not do this because they didn't know about it. I'm just giving you some information that can possibly be helpful for you. I don't get nothing from that. That's not a link. That's not an affiliate link. There's nothing to that. It's just something for you. Click it, read it, determine yourself. If somebody that knows another high yield savings account that doesn't require a minimum deposit or doesn't require you to keep a minimum balance in there, share that information. Don't be like, Jay, that's garbage. You should tell them about. You tell them. This is about sharing information. I'm fed up with y'all dogging me out. I like it, but you ain't got to always dog me out. If you want to share some information, share it. Like I said yesterday, the man watching us, they paying attention to us. And what would really be nice, I'm going to put this out there, is if the Postal Service actually started back up their own credit union, where we would just get our direct deposits into the postal credit union and actually make a better return on investment. Just imagine that everybody's money going into the postal credit union. You realize how much that would help this place get out of debt And it's a federal, anyway, that's just an imaginary thing right there. But hopefully this information was good and useful or something. I'm trying to pass information out this week that's useful to everybody. Okay. Next week, I'll be back on the articles and talking trash. But this week, I'm trying to do things a little bit different. Okay. All right. Okay. Charlie, hit it, buddy.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.